Hey folks, time for another daily tingle. This one is called Smokey-V 3D, and this for sure I would say is not a standard tingle. It's more of a pattern. It's kind of complicated, so even though it's only drawn in 6 or 5 steps, this in here is very intricate. So yeah, just intricate. I'm going to have to play with it a little bit. Looks like we start with this sort of loopy shape here and aura that, and then we make this kind of triangle bit right here and aura that. And then we have to do this middle part. I'm just going to bring this up every time I do a step because this is going to be really complicated. It's cool, very cool, but I'm not sure exactly what else I would do with this besides making it like that. So I want to play with what else I can do with it because I'm not sure that that's what I want to do. There's a variation here where imagine when you're drawing this part, you'd leave a little bit open so that you can overlap that. So I'll see if I can figure, oh, but you have to leave that open too. That's very complex. I'm going to start with the basic pattern and see what I can come up with. All right. So it looks like we draw a loop like that. I don't know if my loop's too big, but I'm going to make it big just to start with because I'm not sure what I'm doing. And then come up and around and aura that. All right, so then that's the next step. I'm doing it this way, so you can see as I'm going here. See if I can't get that. No, I can't get that on the screen where you can see what I'm doing while I'm doing it. There, how about that? That's not too bad. Okay, so then I need to go this way and this way, right? And kind of this way and that way. I think my loop's a strange shape, but that's okay. All right, so next step. Next step, I want that one. Let's zoom that up real big so we can all see what I'm doing. Next step, it looks like we do a little bit of this over here and oh yeah, okay. I'm not at the same angle, so I guess I have to turn it a little bit. I didn't go back the right direction here. All right, well, we'll just see what happens. Looks like it's got a little loop like that and 2 little feet like that. And those little feet look like they go longer than this. Maybe. Step 5. Then it looks like you draw this from this corner across there to there, and then behind here, and this one from here to here and behind that one, and then one from here, and then you stop there and you start and you go to there, right? and one from here. You stop there, you start, and you go there. And then you make sure that goes all the way to there. Okay. And then it looks like you take this one and you go like that, and you take this one and you go like that. Something like that. I'm not exactly right, but I'm close, right? I am close. So let's try that again. Where to try that again? I'm just gonna do it somewhere. This one may not be an interesting tile because since I don't know how to draw this and it's complicated. Okay, I'm trying to ignore that. Give me another piece of paper so I can kind of cover it up so I'm not looking at that one as I'm drawing. Okay, so back to step number 1. Can you guys see that? Step number 1? Step number 1. Okay. So I want to draw it at this sort of an angle with a little loop and up and like that. Step number 2. From here, I want to come around and do that. Step number 3. I want to go this direction and up. And then this direction and up. Kind of looks like a swan at this point, doesn't it? Okay, now step number 4. I still don't think my loop's right. This should have come more, I don't know. Okay, so this comes through like this, and this comes through like this. Oh, I don't have near enough room there. Yeah, I made that too big. That loop needs to be smaller to follow this pattern. But, okay. It's a learning experience for us, folks. And this is why you don't do super complex patterns for Zen Tangle, because this is not anywhere near to being Zen. It's a very cool pattern, and I'm sure it is going to look wonderful when I'm done. Oops. I was too tight there. And then I need to skip something and go this way. And skip something and go this way. And then, oops. And then something like that. And something like that. Well, I think I was more successful the first time. But this is way too complicated. It has too many steps and it takes too much thought for me. Now, you know, if you guys can try it and see what you end up with, but this is just way too hard for me as a Zen pattern. As a cool pattern, it's a very cool pattern. But I wouldn't do this in my regular Zen type practice because it is not calming, it is not relaxing, and it has, oops, way too many steps. But I'm trying to do it without looking and without thinking too hard. Maybe if I just get the pattern part memorized, it will come to me more and it won't be as difficult. But it surely won't be in my bag of tricks to use every day. That's for darn sure. Not like tipple or Funzo or even Cadent. That's just too many things where you have to remember to stop and start and stop. It's pretty. I don't know. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna really give this a Girl Scout try here, and I'm gonna try to do this one. How would I do that? To draw this first piece up and around, and still do the second piece up and around. But then when I go to do this, I need a gap there. I'll leave a pretty good sized gap because I'm not too sure how big a gap I need. And then this one coming up this way, I need to leave a gap there somewhere. I'm just gonna do that. Oops, I missed my triangle altogether. Well, that's alright. This is just for, all of it is just for experiment anyway, right? Okay. So let's do this. Goes in front, right? Yes. And then this one goes behind. And this one goes in front. And this one goes behind. Oh, but this needed to end up at the gap. Ugh. Well, it's going to be a second one with a gap. It's going to be this one. All right. So then this one has a gap and goes to there. And this one has a gap and goes to there. Is that right? Who knows? And this one comes up and up and close there. This comes up and around like that, and this comes up and around like that. And then this one is going to come out. And down. It's not going to go up there yet because it has to overlap. So this has to come this way. And this has to come this way. So it's going to overlap down here somewhere. Like that. And then this is going to come out and swirl somehow. All right. Okay. That's just way too much thought. I think it's really, really pretty. And I would maybe do one of them in the middle as a focal tangle. But to be absolutely honest, that was way, way, way too much thought process for me. So I'm going to leave it at this. S-M-O-K-E-Y-E. Oops, the number 3D. You know, take it as it is. You've seen me draw it. I think my final products are really quite pretty, and I don't see anything really wrong with them. It's just that was way too hard to draw as a Zen. It does not help me at all in my Zen moment. I'm actually quite stressed. So yeah, I'm not even gonna sign this one because, well, no, I take it back. I'm gonna sign it because you should always sign your work, just because people should know who it is. Perhaps if I made a big one, you know, one big one, and then shaded it real nice, you know, it does seem like it needs shading. Maybe if I shade here, it will make me happier. Oops, I missed a whole thing here. Somehow that has to be connected to there. Okay. Maybe if I shade it. Let me try shading it. I might not give up on it yet. That's not connected here. I need to connect that to that. It's definitely a pattern. It's just, for me, it's not Zentangle. It's just, you know, like I said, you guys do play with it if you'd like. And if you really get to where this pattern is just yours and you really love it, and you are using it in your work and you've mastered it and you can do it without looking at the step outs, please let me know. Oh, pardon me. Please let me know. I'd love to see somebody who's actually using this as something that they enjoy, because, you know, I think it's really pretty. It's just too complicated. Something like that. What do you think? I think if it was bigger as a focal piece in the middle of a tile, maybe. That's a lot of thought. Ooh, that's a lot of thought. Okay, I'm done. Hopefully tomorrow's pattern will not be so complicated. See you guys later. Bye.